just wanted to say that I'm so sorry.
I'm going to ask you something, and it might change how you see celebrities forever. If a scandal could destroy a billion-dollar brand, how far would they go to bury it?
Came and collected my guys, the rain pours and I'm hearing their cries. Went from heaters up.
Tonight on Celeb Stream TV, we reveal the most shocking celebrity cover-ups exposed and why they couldn't contain it.
Joan Rivers asked Oprah how she gained the weight. According to Oprah, she was just stunned because Joan just asked her on live TV.
Kris Jenner commands 52 million Instagram followers, but her real power lies in allegedly controlling exactly what she wants us to see. The Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna situation exposed alleged manipulation tactics that went beyond typical PR management.
My phone, and why you keep picking up my phone? Like, you don't trust me? That's like
it's
really
not about
whack.
that. It's just that I just don't get why you even care.
When Rob's relationship with Chyna, who had previously dated Kylie's boyfriend Tyga and shared a child with him, became public, sources claimed Kris allegedly tried to pay Chyna to leave Rob alone.
The courts helped with Rob. The courts did that.
Sometimes you have to do that.
According to court documents from their legal battles, Chyna alleged the family orchestrated the cancellation of their reality show, Rob and Chyna, despite its success, allegedly costing her millions in future earnings.
Blac Chyna is suing Jenner, two of the Kardashian sisters, and their mother. She accuses them of lying about alleged abuse and putting pressure on the E! Network to cancel her series.
What made this alleged cover-up particularly calculated was the systematic destruction of Chyna's reputation that reportedly followed. Court testimony suggested the family allegedly used their influence with network executives to kill the show, then allegedly worked to damage Chyna's brand and business opportunities.
Almost like
It was like, what are y'all trying to do to me now? Like, dude.
Text messages presented in court allegedly showed family members discussing ways to undermine Chyna's credibility and career prospects. But Blac Chyna pushed back by suing.
She's suing us for over $100 million. And we're leaving our fate in the hands of 12 random people. What if they hate us?
Although fans have mixed feelings, they understand the power and force behind the Kardashians and empathized with Blac Chyna somewhat. It is a sad day when the Kardashians win court cases. Damn, poor Chyna. Yet some others argue that Rob and Chyna weren't even the right match. Rob and Chyna's show should have been canceled. It was completely toxic. All they did was yell and scream at each other. Then, there was an alleged cover-up that went deeper. When Rob posted explicit photos of Chyna on social media during their breakup, a crime called revenge porn in California, sources claimed Kris allegedly worked behind the scenes to minimize legal consequences for her son.
She gets to choose this time if these photos are made public, and she did not consent to it.
Rob was never criminally charged despite clear evidence of the violation, and critics argued the family's connections and resources allegedly protected him from prosecution that an average person would face.
He doesn't respect me, so if you can't respect me.
Another alleged cover-up involved Kris's ex-husband Robert Kardashian and his role in the O.J. Simpson trial. Reports suggest Robert may have removed evidence from Simpson's property, a bag that allegedly disappeared and was never recovered.
Robert Kardashian was seen leaving O.J.'s house with a large suitcase, often referred to as a garment bag.
Even though Kris was on Nicole's side, Kris has remained strategically silent about what she allegedly knew regarding that situation. And sources close to the family claim she allegedly has information about that period that would be explosive if revealed.
I think that this has been a really tough year, for tough 15 months for all of us, and not only have we lost Nicole.
The most recent alleged cover-up involves Kris's relationship with Corey Gamble and questions about his background.
Started dating in Paris, so he always plans a really special night for us while we're here.
Despite dating him for nearly a decade, Kris has kept details about his past and how they met suspiciously vague. Internet sleuths reportedly uncovered concerning connections and timeline inconsistencies that the family allegedly refuses to address, leading to speculation about what Kris allegedly knows and why she's protecting certain information about her partner. Kanye, Kim's former husband, always thought there was something wrong with Corey and his intent within the family.
But he's there for the agenda and control and the power of that family.
And yet, despite all of the controversy, Kris and Corey's relationship has blossomed, and the public are witnesses to this. Kris's relationship with Corey has outlasted all her grown children's relationships. But the next story is even messier, because it starts with a life-saving gift and ends with a friendship fans still can't explain. Here's what allegedly happened after Selena's transplant. Real quick, I want to thank all of my new subscribers. Every like and subscribe helps the channel grow more than you think. Selena Gomez commands 430 million Instagram followers, but her 2017 kidney transplant from best friend Francia Raisa allegedly hides a story of betrayal and broken trust that both sides desperately tried to cover.
Last year, I had a surgery with one of my best friends, Selena Gomez. I gave my kidney to her.
The public narrative was beautiful. Selena needed a kidney due to lupus complications, and her best friend Francia heroically donated hers, saving Selena's life. They posed together in matching hospital gowns, sharing the story with the world as the ultimate friendship goal. But what allegedly happened after the cameras stopped rolling, reportedly, tells a very different story.
One day, I got a phone call from Selena, a FaceTime, and she's like, "For a match!" And I'm like, yay!
According to multiple sources close to both women, the friendship imploded within months of the transplant. Francia reportedly discovered that immediately after receiving her kidney, Selena allegedly wasn't following medical protocols. Sources claimed Selena continued drinking alcohol and wasn't taking her anti-rejection medications properly, behavior that could damage or destroy a transplanted organ, and disrespected Francia's sacrifice.
And fans were quick to point out that Francia was nowhere to be found in Selena's new documentary, My Mind and Me.
The alleged cover-up began when their friendship quietly ended, but both sides remained publicly silent. For years, neither woman addressed the falling out, allowing fans to believe they were still close friends. Francia allegedly unfollowed Selena on social media, a small but telling move that fans noticed. When asked about Selena, Francia would reportedly give vague, diplomatic answers that suggested tension beneath the surface. However, it was obvious that Francia was upset about how Selena allegedly was not looking after her body as should have been following this type of surgery.
Fans suspecting Francia was upset with Selena's behavior, alleged drinking, smoking, after all they'd gone through to save her health.
Then, in 2022, Selena did an interview where she called Taylor Swift her only friend in the industry, completely erasing Francia from that narrative.
Okay, she's obviously been in my life for over a decade, and she's seen a lot.
Francia responded with a pointed comment on the article saying interesting, which fans interpreted as shade.
Francia Raisa responded to that quote on E! News' Insta saying interesting.
The comment allegedly confirmed what sources had been whispering, that Francia felt used, disrespected, and erased after literally giving Selena a piece of her body.
Selena said, "My only friend in the industry really is Taylor." Of course, she's talking about Taylor Swift.
It made it painful for Francia as she sacrificed so much to help her supposed best friend. Kidney donation is major surgery with real risks and lifelong health implications. Francia allegedly went through that for someone she considered a sister, only to watch Selena allegedly not take care of the gift she'd been given. Sources claimed Francia tried to address it privately, but Selena allegedly dismissed her concerns, and the friendship deteriorated.
Yeah, we had our stuff. What happened? I'm very private. That's between us, and I'd rather keep it between us, but like...
The most disturbing aspect of this alleged cover-up is Selena's continued public narrative about the transplant. She shares throwback photos, discusses her lupus journey, and accepts sympathy for her health struggles, but allegedly never addresses Francia's current absence from her life, or takes responsibility for reportedly destroying that friendship through her alleged post-transplant behavior. Selena's fans were somewhat angry with her behavior over the whole matter, giving birth to comments as these. Selena showed her true colors. This girl was used and discarded. Now that is the real Selena. I remember Demi Lovato once saying that Selena didn't reciprocate their friendship. Seems to be the case with Francia too. She didn't just do something small, she gave her an organ. That should warrant some kind of loyalty. Francia has remained mostly quiet, reportedly bound by her own desire to take the high road and not publicly shame someone she once loved. But those close to her allegedly say the betrayal cut deep. And watching Selena profit from the transplant story while erasing Francia from her life has been allegedly devastating. Next up, a superstar brand built on her talent, her voice, her story, until insiders started pointing to who was really behind the hits, and the allegations are brutal. Jennifer Lopez holds 250 million Instagram followers, but allegations suggest the ultimate multi-hyphenate allegedly built her empire on ghostwriters, ghost singers, and stolen credit, while covering up who really created her success.
Tell me who can I trust? No one. If I can't trust in you, then I refuse to Celeb.
The alleged cover-up starts with her music career.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got.
For years, rumors circulated that Jennifer's vocals were heavily supplemented or replaced by other singers. In 2023, singer Ashanti finally confirmed what insiders allegedly knew for decades. She sang significant portions of vocals on Jennifer's 2002 hit Ain't It Funny, Murder Remix, but was never credited.
You should have never played the games you played. Now I'm seeing that you're kind of lame. Knowing how the situation changed.
According to Ashanti, she allegedly recorded the entire song, but was told she'd get credit later. That credit reportedly never came, while Jennifer collected awards and accolades for a track she allegedly didn't fully perform.
I wrote a song for her and I also referenced I'm Real for her, and they left my background vocals on the record.
But Ashanti wasn't alone. Multiple vocalists and other artists have come forward claiming they sang on Jennifer's tracks without proper credit. Christina Milian, Natasha Ramos, and others allegedly provided vocals that were presented as Jennifer's voice.
Hopefully she'll be performing one of the songs I wrote for her. You know?
The alleged cover-up involved studio techniques that blended voices and contracts that reportedly prevented backup vocalists from speaking publicly about their contributions. There was also auto-tune speculations.
Performing on SNL, let's take a look back at the time that she performed on SNL. They uploaded the video with her raw vocals, which was then quickly taken down and re-uploaded with her voice auto-tuned.
The songwriting controversy stuck hard. Despite credits on numerous hits, sources in the music industry claim Jennifer allegedly has minimal actual input on her songs. According to multiple producers who worked with her, she allegedly participates in songwriting sessions, but her contributions reportedly amount to changing a word here or there, enough to justify a writing credit and the royalties that come with it, but not reflective of truly writing the songs.
It wasn't like, yeah, I wrote the whole record, so it wasn't like a thing where I was a guest feature on the record. Yeah, it was a vibe that I created, you know, for me and Jennifer.
The alleged cover-up extends to her acting career. Despite being lauded for roles in Selena and Hustlers, crew members and fellow actors have reportedly described Jennifer as extremely difficult to work with, demanding impossible accommodations, and allegedly treating staff poorly. Multiple former assistants have signed NDAs after leaving her employment, with sources suggesting the agreements allegedly cover hostile work environment claims and demanding behavior that contradicts her public persona.
Who allegedly said the pop star was a nightmare to work with. An insider claimed she's even said that Jen should stick to her day job, meaning American Idol and singing.
Most recently, the documentary about her life and album This Is Me now was criticized for being allegedly self-serving propaganda that painted her as a romantic, misunderstood artist while ignoring allegations of diva behavior and her pattern of allegedly overlapping relationships. Ben Affleck's visible discomfort during their remarriage reportedly spoke volumes about the reality behind the carefully constructed narrative. And how do fans respond to Jennifer Lopez? Mariah Carey is an artist, and Jennifer Lopez is a product. This is why Jennifer Lopez sounds different on every song, because it's always somebody else singing. As someone else said, Jennifer Lopez's singing career is her biggest acting role. What makes these alleged cover-ups particularly effective is Jennifer's team's ability to control media narratives. She gives exclusive access only to outlets that portray her positively, allegedly blacklisting journalists who write unflattering stories, and uses her considerable influence to suppress negative coverage before it gains traction. And if you think that's bad, wait until you see how Hollywood's most adored leading man keeps one pattern in plain sight, yet stays untouchable. The next chapter will change how you see him. If you love the celebrity secrets the media won't touch, hit subscribe now so you don't miss the next episode. Leonardo DiCaprio holds 61 million Instagram followers and is considered one of the greatest actors alive.
For sure. You want that? I think everybody eventually, not everybody, but I think that, you know, eventually when the time is right, absolutely, yeah.
His dating pattern reveals an allegedly calculated system of pursuing extremely young women and allegedly discarding them at age 25. The alleged cover-up isn't about hiding the pattern, it's about framing it as preference, rather than what critics call predatory behavior. DiCaprio has allegedly never publicly dated a woman over 25.
You're 49 years old. How the hell did that happen?
I have no idea.
His relationships reportedly follow an identical trajectory. Meet a model or actress between ages 18 to 22, date her for several years while she's at peak youth and beauty, then end the relationship shortly before or immediately after she turns 25. DiCaprio, now 50, has a pattern that is so consistent it became a meme, but the alleged darker implications are rarely discussed. Critics argue this represents allegedly using young women during their most vulnerable and manipulable years, then discarding them when they age into full adulthood with more autonomy and life experience. Sources who know women he's dated reportedly claim he's controlling, preferring girlfriends who are compliant and impressed by his fame rather than equals who challenge him. Even though DiCaprio has tried to dismiss these claims, it's now common knowledge.
And the most impressive thing is that you were able to accomplish all of that before your girlfriend turned 30. I mean, it's just insane.
What makes this alleged cover-up effective is DiCaprio's environmental activism and artistic credibility, which allegedly provides cover for behavior that would be heavily criticized if coming from someone less respected. He's framed as a conscientious bachelor, rather than someone allegedly engaging in a calculated pattern that keeps him with partners too young to have equal power in the relationship.
Leonardo DiCaprio has been pictured with his new girlfriend, and she is reportedly 19 years old. She only graduated high school last year.
Fans were uncomfortable with his choices. The fact that Leonardo was 21 and Gigi Hadid was not even born yet. 21-year age gap. Predators don't just go for children, many go for very young adults because it's legally safer. The fact he suddenly breaks up with them after 25 is crazy. Every culture calls women over 25 expired or unwanted, but this guy took it way too literally. Then there's the 1MDB scandal that his PR team worked overtime to distance him from.
This fraud is unbelievable because Jolo just stole billions of dollars almost overnight.
DiCaprio was allegedly connected to Malaysian financier Joe Low, who embezzled billions from Malaysia's sovereign wealth fund and allegedly used that stolen money to fund lavish parties and gifts for celebrities. DiCaprio allegedly received millions in gifts, including artwork and funding for his films, from money that prosecutors say was stolen from Malaysian citizens. When the scandal broke, DiCaprio's team immediately claimed he had no knowledge of any impropriety and returned gifts and artwork. But the alleged cover-up involves how close his relationship with Low actually was and how much he allegedly knew or suspected about the source of Low's wealth. Photos show them partying together extensively, and sources claim DiCaprio allegedly enjoyed Low's generosity for years before suddenly claiming ignorance when the crimes were exposed. The environmental hypocrisy adds another layer to the alleged cover-up. DiCaprio lectures about climate change while reportedly taking private jets for short trips, yachting on massive carbon-emitting vessels, and dating models who maintain lifestyles dependent on constant international travel.
I believe that mankind has looked at climate change in that same way, as if it were a fiction.
His team allegedly works to suppress photos and stories highlighting this contradiction, framing him as an environmental warrior while ignoring his massive personal carbon footprint. But the most shocking part isn't the parties. It's who stayed close, who looked away, and who helped keep it quiet. And it leads straight to Oprah.
Yeah. And when you are, for instance, when we were here before,
Oprah Winfrey commands 20 million Instagram followers and built a multi-billion-dollar empire on empathy and empowerment. But allegations suggest she allegedly protected powerful men accused of horrific crimes while her team suppressed uncomfortable truths.
women. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
The alleged cover-up centers on her decades-long friendship with Harvey Weinstein. Oprah allegedly knew about rumors of Weinstein's predatory behavior for years. Sources claim people in her circle warned her about his alleged assaults and harassment. Yet she remained close with him, attended his parties, and allegedly helped legitimize him in Hollywood circles. When the accusations finally became public, Oprah quickly distanced herself, but critics argue she allegedly knew and stayed silent while he continued allegedly attacking women.
I'm unapologetic and I'm unwavering about it, because when I see this woman, Oprah Winfrey, how do you as a black woman watch another black woman be thrown under the bus based off of a lie?
Then there's the John of God scandal that exposed Oprah's alleged role in promoting a predator to millions.
Every time I've heard about him or talked about him or even written about him in the magazine, it has been through somebody else's eyes.
She featured Brazilian healer João Teixeira de Faria, known as John of God, on her show and in her magazine, giving him international credibility. She visited his healing center in Brazil and encouraged viewers to seek his services. In 2018, over 600 women accused him of abuse, including assault allegedly committed under the guise of spiritual healing.
Anyone on camera
John of God agreed to sit down with me under a mango tree on the grounds of the casa.
Oprah's response to the revelations was notably muted.
But Oprah being Oprah played it cool, like it was no big deal. No apologies, no explanations, nada.
She removed content featuring him from her platforms, but never fully addressed her role in giving a serial predator access to vulnerable people seeking healing. Critics argue her alleged failure to properly vet him before promoting him to millions showed either negligence or willful ignorance, and that her platform allegedly enabled his crimes to continue and expand internationally. The alleged cover-up extends to her Leadership Academy in South Africa. In 2007, just a year after the school opened, allegations emerged of physical and abuse of students by staff members. While Oprah expressed concern, reports suggested she allegedly wasn't as hands-on as publicly claimed. And some parents reportedly felt the response prioritized protecting the school's reputation over fully addressing the systematic alleged failures that allowed abuse to occur. Most troubling are allegations about how Oprah allegedly treats people behind closed doors versus her public persona. Multiple former employees have described allegedly working in fear, with strict rules about eye contact, speaking, and behavior around her. Sources claim she allegedly maintains control through intimidation, disguised as high standards, creating allegedly toxic environments while publicly championing worker empowerment.
I would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
The Meghan Markle interview revealed another layer of alleged media manipulation. While presented as Meghan finally telling her truth, critics noted Oprah's questions allegedly led Meghan toward specific narratives while avoiding follow-up on inconsistencies.
My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave. And I have huge compassion for that.
The special was criticized as allegedly one-sided propaganda that didn't challenge claims or seek verification. Yet it was framed as truth-telling journalism rather than entertainment, designed to generate headlines and ratings. And what do fans think of Oprah? The once favorite golden child seems to have fallen from her throne. Oprah has been pissing me off since I was 24. I'm 44 now, and enough is enough with her. Her power poses so many problems. I want Oprah to have her Ellen moment. It's long overdue. Oprah has been problematic for a long time. I was given an Oprah t-shirt back in the 90s as a gift from a friend. I never wore it. Instead, I used it as a rag to mop my kitchen floor. No regrets. Next, a billionaire boss image that sells empowerment, while the supply chain allegedly tells a very different story. What's been reported behind the scenes is wild. This channel is a docuseries exposing how celebrities really behave. New episode every Saturday. Kim Kardashian holds 360 million Instagram followers, but her billion-dollar business empire allegedly relies on exploitation of workers while she preaches empowerment and work ethic.
Last year, beauty blogger Jessica DeFino slammed the Kardashian-Jenner family for underpaying her.
The alleged cover-up involves the massive gap between Kim's public image as a businesswoman and the reality of how her companies allegedly operate. When she told women in business to get your ass up and work.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
The backlash was immediate. Kim backtracked on the statement, but it hit hard with the public.
It wasn't a blanket statement towards women or to feel like I don't respect the work or think that they don't work hard. I know that they do.
But the deeper issue is how her own success allegedly came from exploiting workers who were already working harder than she ever has. Reports about Skims manufacturing revealed allegations that some factories producing her shapewear allegedly operate under questionable labor conditions. While Kim promotes Skims as body positive and empowering, investigations reportedly found that workers making the products allegedly face long hours, insufficient pay, and difficult conditions. Kim's team and her manager, her mom, allegedly works to keep these stories suppressed, threatening legal action against publications that dig too deeply into her supply chain.
Okay, just had to show you guys. This Skims outerwear coat. It's faux fur.
The alleged cover-up extends to her approach to brand partnerships.
Seeing the success of Skims has definitely been probably one of my proudest moments. It started off with simply finding shapewear that was a skin tone that would match my color.
former business partners have reportedly described Kim as ruthlessly focused on profit, allegedly willing to cut ties suddenly if better offers emerge, and allegedly breaking agreements if they no longer serve her interests. NDAs allegedly prevent these partners from speaking publicly about their experiences. Next, there's the robbery situation in Paris that has unresolved questions her team allegedly wants forgotten. In 2016, Kim was allegedly held at gunpoint and robbed of millions in jewelry.
So I slid off my bed and picked up my phone, and I'm like, I don't know how to call 911 in a different country. And so I called Pascal, and then the guy came and grabbed the phone from me, threw me on the bed.
The thieves were eventually caught, but aspects of the story reportedly didn't add up.
How one of the robbers bound her with duct tape. First her wrists, then her feet.
Some investigators allegedly questioned whether the robbery was partly an inside job, or if security lapses were deliberately ignored.
As a robber lifted her off the bed.
They take her into the bathroom?
Yes, and he put her just beside the bath.
Kim's team allegedly threatened legal action against anyone suggesting the incident was anything other than a traumatic crime, effectively shutting down investigation into security failures. Most recently, allegations emerged about her law studies and passing the baby bar exam. Sources in legal education reportedly questioned whether Kim received special accommodations or assistance that wasn't disclosed. While she deserves credit for pursuing law, the alleged cover-up involves how much help she received that isn't available to typical law students. Private tutors, individualized programs, and resources that allegedly made her path far easier than the one she presents publicly. And fans have not been impressed with Kim, it appears. What is wrong with Kim? She's so braggy. I know lots of people are richer, but they don't brag, do they? It's true Kim can't stand for someone else to be the center of attention. She is a materialistic, selfish person. Kim is a professional deflector/gaslighter. She got called out and cannot take accountability. This is an ugly side to Kim. And the final chapter is the most guarded of all, because the louder the fan base, the harder the questions get. Here's what people claim Beyoncé's team will never let become a headline. Beyoncé commands 320 million Instagram followers and is one of the biggest stars in the world.
25 years of just working really hard and trying my best to keep growing and keep opening up doors.
But the most private woman in entertainment allegedly works overtime to cover up everything from pregnancy rumors to family dysfunction. The alleged cover-up that won't die involves her pregnancies, specifically with twins Rumi and Sir. Internet sleuths noticed inconsistencies in her baby bump photos. Allegations of collapsing bumps, changing sizes, and suspicious clothing choices led to theories she used a surrogate. While never confirmed, Beyoncé's aggressive legal team allegedly sends cease and desist letters to anyone who discusses this publicly, and media outlets reportedly avoid the topic to maintain access to her.
It gets wilder. There's talk of ironclad NDAs with a private fertility clinic in LA.
What makes this alleged cover-up significant isn't whether she used a surrogate, many women do for medical reasons, but the extreme measures allegedly taken to hide it. Sources claim Beyoncé allegedly cleared entire hospital floors during her deliveries, forced staff to sign NDAs, and allegedly created elaborate security systems to prevent any information about her pregnancies from leaking.
Privacy for them isn't just a lifestyle, it's a business weapon. And maybe, just maybe, it's being used here to hide more than just a child from paparazzi flashbulbs.
Critics argue this level of control suggests something allegedly being hidden beyond normal celebrity privacy.
Opening up about her pregnancy and her miscarriage. USA Today reported today that in her upcoming HBO documentary, Beyoncé opens up about the miscarriage.
Then there's the elevator incident with Jay-Z and Solange that exposed alleged family dysfunction. Security footage showed Solange physically attacking Jay-Z while Beyoncé stood by.
Where Solange Knowles attacked her brother-in-law Jay-Z after gajillions of rumors, we now have an official statement from the people who were actually involved.
The family's response was a unified statement about having moved past it, but they allegedly never addressed what caused the altercation. Rumors suggested Jay-Z's infidelity, specifically with designer Rachel Roy, sparked the attack, but the alleged cover-up involved everyone refusing to explain what led to such a violent outburst. Beyoncé's album Lemonade seemed to address Jay-Z's alleged cheating, but even that was reportedly a carefully managed disclosure. Sources claimed the couple allegedly planned to divorce, but instead decided to air their struggles publicly through music, turning their pain into profit while maintaining ultimate control of the narrative.
But what's setting the internet on fire is speculation that the lyrics are about her own marriage and the suggestion of an affair.
Jay-Z's response album, 444, continued this allegedly calculated airing of dirty laundry that kept them relevant and sympathetic. The most troubling are the allegations about how Beyoncé allegedly treats former colleagues. It's been reported she expected too much.
We had a specific schedule of how the day would flow, from voice lessons to watching videos of old,
Then, multiple former members of Destiny's Child and dancers from her tours have reportedly struggled financially and professionally after leaving her orbit. While Beyoncé is worth hundreds of millions, reports suggest she allegedly doesn't maintain relationships with or support people who helped build her early success.
Saying things like Beyoncé is an overrated performer, that she doesn't pay her staff well.
The alleged cover-up involves her team suppressing these stories and painting anyone who speaks negatively as jealous or bitter. The fans have mixed feelings about every part of her life. Beyoncé is not as strong as they make it appear. This is all in the game. Let's see how long she will hold up until it gets to be too much, or he finds someone else younger and more powerful. She just basically accepted his cheating. I'm sure he still does it. You don't just stop cheating all of a sudden. It's a process. He still most likely cheated after it was exposed, but he was much more careful about it. The Beehive, her fan base, reportedly mostly operates as an extension of her PR machine, allegedly attacking anyone who criticizes Beyoncé so viciously that publications think twice before running negative stories. This allegedly weaponized fanbase allows Beyoncé to maintain her image without directly responding to criticism. Her fans do the dirty work while she stays above the fray. You've just seen how powerful the cover-up machine can be, but we're not finished. The next video dives into Hollywood secrets, the missing details, the accidents, the hush money, and the slip-ups that changed everything. One revelation ties it all together. Go watch the next video so you don't miss the next celebrity exposure. New video weekly.